Welcome back to the Forza Horizon 4 videos, guys. Today we are showcasing the brand new Halo Showcase for Forza Horizon 4. That's not it, however, we are also going to be showcasing some of the new vehicles coming to the game, like the Mercedes Unimog, as well as the Volvo Iron Knight, which has over 2,000 horsepower. I believe it's going to be one of the most powerful vehicles in the game. Anyways, before we do get into today's video though, I do want to remind you that I have played the full version of Forza Horizon 4. I've done a bunch of recording, and later this week, I'm going to be posting those videos. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and look out for those very, very soon. Anyways, obviously we got to start it up with our Halo Showcase. Our boy Jeff is driving. I know you're an AR-12 fan, so shout out to you. First of all, you might be asking, well, this is a weird showcase. You are not actually racing the Pelican in this showcase. It's unlike any other showcase, so it's a little bit weird. You are racing against the clock. You're just trying to set the best time possible, which I find kind of weird. I thought you would be racing the Pelican, but it's cool nonetheless. You can see the Pelican, you can see the Banshees as well. You can see this huge Covenant ship above you. It's not really doing anything, but it looks hella cool. You are also playing as Master Chief, so if you look in the interior of the car, you've got Master Chief driving around. It's super cool. One of the big things that I actually picked up on very early on is right at the start. You start this mission on the sand, and the sand in this game is just crazy. That's a weird thing to say, but the sand is crazy deep. This is a Warthog, keep in mind. And it's going up to, like, the bumper, and you're having to, like, deform the mud, or the sand everywhere you drive through it. It's super cool. I know right at the start, before they actually got into the Warthog and started up the event, they were in an Audi RS5, and you can see the sand is, like, higher than the bumper. It's really cool. I wonder what happens if you take, like, one of the PLP 50s, or even something super low out into the sand. You might just get stuck. It's possible. Anyways, as we've been driving around in this mission, you've probably also noticed the very cool Halo props. You've got, like, the shields, you've got, like, the ammo crates. It's so sick. One of the other things that pops up every now and again is the Halo ring. You can actually see one of the rings wrapping around in the sky. It's awesome. You've also got these cool Halo checkpoints in the game. They're bright blue. You've also got, like, a rail all the way around the map, which is also bright blue, so you can't cut the corner. And two of the coolest things is you've actually got Cortana and the Marines talking in the background. Although you can't really hear it because there's people talking over it from this live stream, but you can hear Cortana and the Marines every now and again. It's awesome. I would say, though, the coolest thing by far, although it's not in this gameplay, is we know that the Halo 5 Trials song is coming to the game. And when you're playing the mission yourself, you will hear it playing in the game. It's so sick. The last really cool thing is that you've obviously got this race being taken place in the summer. However, this race can actually take place in any of the seasons. The Warthog is a pretty capable vehicle, so you can play this race in the summer, the autumn, the spring, and even the winter, and chuck it around in, like, some crazy deep snow. It's gonna be so cool. This Halo Showcase is really awesome, and I cannot wait to play around with this thing. The only thing that confuses me is I thought you would be racing the Pelican, like I was saying, but it's just sort of like a race that you do against nothing. It's a bit weird. Like, you don't have to set a certain time, you don't have to beat the Pelican, you're not racing the Marines or the Banshees. It's just a bit weird, but other than that, it's really cool. Anyways, let's move away from Halo. That's enough of that. Let's start talking about these new vehicles coming to the game, and let's start it off with my personal favorite, the Unimog. This is the biggest vehicle that has ever been in a Forza game. Although the Unimog isn't the fastest car in the game, it is seriously cool. It is enormous and it's incredibly slow, but it can go anywhere. They were saying in the stream that this thing is probably one of the most capable vehicles at climbing up nearly vertical hills. This thing is crazy. Stay tuned because we are going to be doing so many open lobbies with this thing, and as you can imagine, we are definitely going to put it head-to-head with a PLP 50, just because, why not? And of course, we've also got that Volvo racing truck. This is the Iron Knight. There are actually two racing trucks coming to this game. You've got the Mercedes racing truck, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with, but you've also got this Iron Knight, which has 2,500 horsepower. It does 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds. It is an absolute beast and is just insane overall. I would imagine you probably won't want to drive this thing off-road, but it's just, again, a very cool truck, racing truck, and I cannot wait to play around with this thing again. expect a 1v1 racing truck versus racing truck. One of the other things that I think they showed off by accident was some of the barn find locations. There's actually 3 that show up on the map when they go to open it up, and one of them you can actually see. So this entire gameplay, this open world gameplay, is taking place in the autumn. So you can actually see one of the barn finds has a little leaf on it to signify autumn. So that barn find can probably only be obtained in the autumn season. That's pretty cool. We already know one of the barn finds in Forza Horizon 4 is on a frozen lake, and the only way you can get to it is to wait for winter, drive across the lake, get to the island that it's sitting on, so you can get that barn find. So it's cool to see that there's multiple of those. Anyways, that's gonna do it for all of the new gameplay. However, spoiler warning, the next thing that I am gonna talk about is a big thing and unconfirmed as of right now. If you follow AR12 on Twitter or Instagram, you probably have seen this. The James Bond car pack for Forza Horizon 4 has officially leaked. We obviously spotted some James Bond cars in the files for Forza Motorsport 7. It turns out those are going to be used in Forza Horizon 4, potentially as the day 1 car pack. It's not confirmed just yet, but it seems like that is most likely due to this listing that was posted on a games website. That means we're going to be able to play around with James Bond's DB5. That is the weaponized version. We've got an old BMW to play around with, as well as just some famous stuff that you'll be familiar with from James Bond. So expect many Aston Martins. Oh, we've also got the DB10, which I think it's called Spectre. Anyways, that's also in this car pack. If you'd like to check out the full list, there will be a link down below. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. We've got Forza Horizon 4 full gameplay coming very soon, so make sure you are subscribed for that. It is going to be so awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Maybe sooner than you might expect. I'll see you guys then. Bye!